Sarah, the princess. Sarah grew up in a warm, loving home in West Virginia. She was adopted by a wonderful family as a baby. Although she had a happy childhood, she often wondered about her biological parents and where she truly came from. As a young girl, Sarah loved sports, acting, and making friends. She felt very grateful for her supportive adoptive parents. Still, deep inside her heart, gentle questions about her birth mother and biological father remained unanswered throughout her entire youth. When Sarah was 28 years old, her desire to find her origins grew much stronger. She decided to hire a private investigator to trace her birth family. Sarah simply wanted to discover her true roots and finally find emotional peace. After several weeks of careful searching, the investigator found contact information for her biological father's relatives. Sarah sat down with a hopeful heart and wrote a warm letter to them, wishing for a kind and loving reply. She waited anxiously every day. A few days later, Sarah received an unexpected phone call from her biological uncle in Sierra Leone, West Africa. Her uncle was deeply moved and overjoyed to speak with her. He immediately shared astonishing news that completely changed her life forever. Her uncle explained that her biological father, Joseph Kaposoa, was part of a royal family in the Mende tribe. Her grandfather was a paramount chief in the village of Bumpe. This meant Sarah was actually born a real princess. Sarah was completely stunned by this extraordinary discovery. She had grown up as an ordinary American girl in West Virginia. Suddenly, she learned that she belonged to an honored royal family in a faraway country she had never seen. Her biological uncle warmly invited Sarah to travel to Sierra Leone to meet her biological father and community. Without any hesitation, Sarah agreed. In 2004, she boarded an airplane ready to embark on the most important journey of her life. When Sarah arrived at the village of Bumpe, hundreds of villagers gathered outdoors to welcome her home. The women wore beautiful matching green dresses, sang cheerful traditional songs, and celebrated her arrival with immense joy and warm affection. Meeting her biological father was a deeply emotional moment for Sarah. When he saw her, tears of happiness filled his eyes. Sarah looked into his face and immediately saw her own eyes and smile reflected right back at her. During her stay, Sarah also learned about the difficult challenges facing her people. Sierra Leone had recently suffered through a long and tragic civil war. Schools were destroyed, roads were broken, and clean water was difficult to find. Seeing the village's struggles deeply touched Sarah's compassionate heart. She realized that being a princess was not about wearing fancy clothes or gold crowns. To Sarah, true royalty meant taking real responsibility and serving people who were struggling. Together with her biological father, Sarah decided to create a non-profit organization named Sierra Leone Rising. Her mission was to rebuild damaged local schools, drill clean drinking water wells, and provide vital educational tools for young children. Sarah worked tirelessly to raise funds and awareness across the United States. Through her continuous hard work, thousands of children in Sierra Leone received school supplies, clean water, and safe places to study, bringing hope back to the entire region. Today, Princess Sarah Culberson travels around the world to share her remarkable story and inspire people. Her unforgettable journey proves that discovering your true identity can lead to a meaningful purpose that positively impacts thousands of lives.